Well, Callum, when you accepted the position of manager at Cowdenbeath, did you anticipate being involved in 2 penalty shootouts in the first 3 games of the club season?
No, obviously, you don't anticipate that, but in terms of the overall picture, in terms of where we want to go as a team, I think we've more than competed in the 3 games that we've played against our clubs in a higher league. So for that, the boys deserve enormous credit, but it's making sure now that boys don't stand still and we keep improving, and I think we're getting closer to where we want to be.
Yeah. Which of the 2 games pleased you most? The match up at Arbroath or today's fixture against Montrose?
It's a difficult one, because obviously today, the boys have had to show a different side, because they were so direct up to the two strikers. So we've had to slightly change, where we've had to be more direct, because we can't get our midfielders on the ball, because they are so direct from their goalkeeper, their defenders. But in terms of us then still being able to go and create chances, the boys still done that, and credit to them. So to answer your question, both performances pleased me. The disappointing thing is probably today I felt like even last 10 minutes of that game we'd probably done enough in the chances that we created to possibly nick it. But they've had chances as well. Heppy's had to make some good saves at crucial times, so probably a point was probably fair as well.
Were you pleased with the performance of the 2 wingers today, Zach Butterworth, Jamie Doherty? They seem to be able to carry the ball at will.
I know, that's why we brought them to the club. It's because they're a threat 1v1. They're good in tight situations. They're difficult to play against. They give us width, and they're a real goal threat. So it's a case of now making sure that we play to their strengths, which we've started to do, and then producing numbers, which certainly Doc has, and I know Zach will. And it's making sure everybody in the team is recognising when it is on to find them, and then find the space which is left with them being so wide.
Yeah, and there seems to be a common desire to get forward and to get more men into the penalty area, the opposition penalty area. Is that something that you regularly instill in the players?
No, I think it's just the players that we've brought to the club. They want to go and score goals. Obviously, the way we train, we want to be on the front foot and be aggressive. But I think players naturally take it upon themselves to, in games, recognise when it's on to go and try and score goals. And the pleasing thing for me today was the last 10 minutes. I think it's easy when you're playing against a side in the 2 leagues above you to probably just sit back and hope that you'll try and get through the 90. But the last 10 minutes, I think we had 3 clear opportunities, which was really pleasing for me.
Well, there's certainly a buzz around the club at the moment. In the dressing room, does the same buzz prevail among the players?
It's containing that as well in a positive way, because we've not cracked it because we've drew 2 games. It's making sure that we're ready for next Saturday. Regardless of what happens on Tuesday, it'll still be the same kind of way we'll approach it. We'll still try and win that game. Whether or not we'll have enough, only time will tell. But we've got to certainly put a team on the pitch which is going to bring people to the club, which is going to try and hopefully grow the club back to where it should be. And we're under zero illusions how difficult that's going to be. It is going to be ridiculously hard because it's such a competitive league. But we want to be the best team we can be, and performances like what we have done in the last 3 games certainly help.
Yeah. So how do you anticipate approaching the St Mirren fixture on Tuesday night ahead of Celtic B the following Saturday?
No, I think we've obviously got to prioritise the game against Celtic. So it's a case of us seeing who's going to be fit and ready for the game on Tuesday, and then making sure that we've got the team that we want to have available for the Saturday. So the communication will be good between myself and the players. We won't get a chance to see them between then. So it's just about certainly Tuesday. We want to go and win the match, but it's going to be extremely difficult, especially after obviously the result today. But we've got to go and try it. There's no point in us like approaching the game and sitting back, and that's not how we'll play next season. So we've got to try and test ourselves in the way that we want to play against the top side, which they obviously are with a top manager, top players. So this is the level that these boys want to aspire to. So like, they're coming to our own pitch, so they have to make sure that they leave and know that they've been in a difficult game.
Yeah. Well, thanks for that, Callum, and you can now go away and enjoy the rest of your weekend ahead of these fixtures next week.
Cheers.
Thank you.